Hey everyone, welcome to another Motocamp Adventure video. Today I'm going to be showing you a street tactic regarding lane positioning. So, on the road, on a motorcycle, you're not taking up the entire lane because you're narrow. Basically, you can divide the lane into three sections. Basically, you have lane position 1, 2, and 3. The furthest left position is 1. The middle position is 2. And then lane position 3 is over here on the right. Why does it matter? Basically, there's a few reasons. Main reason being that lane position 2, the very center, is going to be outside of everyone's tracks, right? And so it's also going to be where everyone with their cars could be spilling oil, diesel fuel, coolant, what have you. And so if you actually look at most roads when you're traveling, you can generally see in the middle of the road there is sometimes streaks of whatever spillage it may be. So lane positioning is really important when it's wet, mainly because oils will mix with water when it's raining, and you want to stay out of that lane position 2 as much as possible, assuming that that's where all of the oil is going to sit. What's up, GSers? The benefit of lane position 1 is that you have a lot more room to maneuver to the right if you need to. So if you need to avoid something, say, a dead animal or whatever, you have all of this room to maneuver, and you can go right back to the lane position 1. Also, it helps oncoming cars see you, rather than if you're in lane position 3 or even 2, whereas that's going to hide you from oncoming cars. Lane position 2 actually kind of has the benefit of the car you're traveling behind can see you easier in this position than if you were in the 1 or 3 positions. Generally speaking, for straight line travel, lane position 1 is probably your best bet. Okay, that's not how you lane split. Don't be that guy in the multistrada. Don't do that. Alright, so here's a good example of lane positioning around corners. I'm following this guy in front of me on a Ducati, I don't know. And essentially you can see where he's staying in terms of lane positioning. On the not so hard corners and everything, he's kind of just staying in lane position 1. And see how you can kind of scoot around the guy getting off the road. Now he's drifting into 3. So that when he corners here, you can kind of use the apex a little bit. Back to 1 and then to 3. So he's kind of doing, along with me, more of a sport riding lane positioning, in the sense that he's kind of using the apexes of the turns, and that's not always the best thing to do on busy roads. It's great on the track, maybe not the best thing out here, but it's all situational, and right now it really doesn't seem to matter. So notice here that I'm on a 2-lane highway. I'm in lane position 3 now of this lane. The idea behind this is that it still gives me the ability to maneuver to the left, lane position 1. And now I'm in the right lane, and I'll be in lane position 1 here. Now, this allows me to do quick lane changes, and it gives me more room to essentially avoid obstacles in the road. Now be careful with the quick lane changes, because you still want to use your blinkers and do that as much as possible, but essentially it gives you a little more freedom in terms of your options. Now watch as I do lane positioning around these corners here. Again, I'm not on the track, I'm not going for maximum speed, and I know that it's not a closed course, so there's oncoming traffic. Notice how I stayed on the outside of that turn the entire time. The idea behind that is that I could actually see further around the corner, again like this, I can see further around the corner if I stay closest to the yellow line than as if I was up against the white line. I can't see as much. So if I come out here, I can see much further around the corner. I can also do what's called the delayed apex. So I'm staying on the outside, and then as soon as I can see that that's clear, I can bring it in and kind of use the delayed apex if I need to do speed still. By coming to the outside of the corner, you're also increasing the amount of time oncoming cars will be able to see you. On this corner, I'll show you what apex in the corner looks like and how that could be a lot faster. So you see that I was on the outside of the lane, came to the inside of the corner, and then kind of kept as straight of a line as possible through the entire thing. Now, it's generally speaking not going to be as safe around a corner as lane positioning on the outside to see further around. But if you know that it's a big sweeper of a corner, you know that it's not usually well traveled, sometimes, yeah, you can make those decisions. Up to you. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in on another episode of Motocamp Adventure. I hope you learned something. Hope you ride safer. Remember that the road is not a racetrack. So, take chances, but be safe. Take care, everyone.